So if you have any questions, particularly about our next item, because I predict the phone lines are gonna get a little crazy. If you have any questions, ask them there and we will do our best to answer them live on air. But let's talk about doormats. I know that's something that you've never probably had an actual conversation about, talking about doormats. But doormats have a job to do. They're supposed to keep your floors cleaner so that when you come to the door, you scrape your shoes and you keep on going. If your doormat is just cute, but it's not doing the job, give us a couple minutes. Peter Kilcullen is joining us. And Peter has brought these to us in the past.
Yes.
They're big customer picks. You're getting 2 of the best doormats that you'll ever have.
Exactly, and they do exactly what you said.
Yeah.
A doormat's designed to do, to keep that dirt and debris from getting in the house. Clean your shoes, clean your feet, clean the paws of your pets before they step into the house. So if you find yourself sweeping a lot, vacuuming constantly, or you're worried about maybe some new hardwood floors, things like that, this mat's gonna be perfect. So let me go down here and I wanna show you how this works. Genuine AstroTurf, which is kind of cool, looks great, but it does even a better job. So look, I've got this boot with just some sand on there, and you can hear that AstroTurf wiping your feet on there, and it does a great job at scraping the bottom of the shoe. But it's kind of like, well, what's so cool about that? You know, really, can't any mat do that? Well, maybe it can, but can it do it over and over again? Can it continue to do it even when it gets up to 5 pounds of dirt and debris in there, and that's what this mat will do. What's so cool about this is when you have that AstroTurf and you kind of have those AstroTurf blades of grass, you can hear how well they work, but they have depth. It allows dirt and debris to get down deep, so you always have a clean spot to continue to wipe your feet. So here it is, scraping the bottom of your shoes, doing such a great job to clean those boots and shoes and feet. But then the magic is when the dirt falls down in there. So kind of the mats, not only they always look clean, but they're always doing a great job. So even if it's months and months later, and then they're super durable in that you can just shake these out. You can rinse them out with a hose if they get muddy, and they're going to last and last and last. So when you see this, where I almost fell over.
That would have been funny.
That would have been nice. You can just see the dirt just disappearing in there, and that is what makes these so different. When you can see all that sand just disappearing in there. You know, you ever been you go up to the someone's front door and they have a doormat, and you're looking at it like, this doormat's filthy. Where I don't even have a place to wipe my feet, so now you're nervous, you're gonna carry dirt into their house. But this allows you to continue to wipe your feet, to never have to search for that corner on the mat that might still have an area to wipe your feet. That's what makes this so different.
It looks like it's just eating up the sand, because you just don't see it. It's like, where is it go? You'd almost think there was a hole in the floor. Where
no magic, it's just a mat doing it.
It's just a mat actually doing its job, which is, and you're getting 2 of them.
Which is nice.
On 3 flex of $10.15. And again, I know buying a new, doormat is probably was not on your to-do list today, but I think it should be. Because when it works this well, it makes all of the, if you're the one who has to clean the floors and vacuum the floors and do the sweeping, this is gonna make your job a lot easier because the doormat is actually doing its job.
Absolutely. And I wanted to show you some of the other, options out there. And I think that this one, where it's kind of that coconut peat.
Right.
I mean, it's a great popular mat, but you'll see right away, this is an example of a mat where the dirt has nowhere to go. You're always looking for that clean spot. And not to mention, if this gets wet, if this gets muddy, there's no way to clean it out, to rinse it out. With our AstroTurf mat, you can completely rinse that out. Here's another one you said, if it's kind of cute, but it doesn't do the job.
No.
There you go.
That's just...
No, it just doesn't work. And then this is a real industrial, again, a very low pile type mat. Again, there's nowhere for that dirt to go, and it really can't match up to what this AstroTurf mat can do. It does a better job. This is exactly like the mat we used to always have in front of our house. When you wait, look at those mud footprints. They're there forever. You can't get those off that mat, and it's gonna bring that dirt and mud into your carpet. Here, you can wipe your feet, if you wiped mud on there every single day, you can just rinse it out with a hose and it's basically brand new. You can keep going and you'll be able, so I put a ton of stuff in there. I'm still able to wipe my feet on this mat, have it work, but this isn't the first time and the second time. I just added, I don't think I did a full 5 pounds, but it will hold
Look at that.
5 pounds of dirt and debris and still do the job.
Yeah.
And you can see there's nothing to get moldy, nothing to degrade and fall apart. The rubber back on there and that AstroTurf is super strong. And I think they look really great as well.
So too.
I mean, look at that, it's a great looking mat, a good neutral color with the jute.
And they're a good size too, 36 by 20, because even some of the ones that you've shown us are kind of skimpy looking.
They're bigger than all of those other three, kind of a traditional sized mat. And it really does a much better job. And even, I just think we saw some kids, and now we're seeing the pets, even if they don't take that extra time to really wipe their feet, it continues to do, if you just walk across it, the way those blades of AstroTurf grass are designed, it's going to do a better job at cleaning your feet, even if it's, you know, not the extra time to wipe your feet. It's amazing.
It's funny because the first time I had a chance to present these with Peter, I was saying, but it's a doormat. Like, I thought it was just supposed to say welcome. That's what I thought. I actually, and many of us, you know, because we've had the more inferior doormats for so long.
Right.
If you even think about when did you buy yours, you can't even remember. Maybe when you moved into the house and that was the last time you ever thought about it. But this is actually doing the job and you're getting 2 of them. So I know for my house, sometimes we enter the front door, sometimes we enter through the garage door. So you're getting 2. Some people go the front door or the side door.
Right.
So I love that you're getting 2 of them at a clearance price. And on FlexPay. These are customer picks, and the reviews on a doormat that actually works are really just as exciting as if it were like a brand new outfit.
Sure, I mean, if you're the person who has, and you mentioned it earlier, if you have to be doing all that vacuuming or sweeping up, or you are concerned about, you know, here in Florida, we have so much sand and grit. When that starts to get on your floors, and if you have hardwood floors, things like that, that can really start to do some damage. You want something like this, that last line of defense. So like you, we have one in the garage, because we do most of our in and out in the garage. So we have a little step up from the garage, you wipe your feet, and then we have the kitchen. But then we have one out back. We're constantly letting the dog out back, and we go out back most of the time. So one at each place is fantastic. Yeah. Now this is maybe this could be your house, Tamara. And we've sped up your life, super speed. And look at already that, and again, it's one of those cocoa type mats on the right. Yeah. And it is just getting destroyed, and you can see all that dirt and debris going across that threshold. Now, admittedly, you'll start to see, even with our AstroTurf mat, it's starting to give up a little bit of dirt and a little bit of mud onto that threshold. Right. But that other mat long ago is going right in the trash can. Yes. But our mat, here it is, after that disastrous 6 months, you wash it out. When you rinse it with that hose, it's completely brand new when you're done. So you can put it back there. So whether you've had your mat forever and it's just not doing anything anymore, or maybe you're someone who it's exposed to mud and rain and everything else, and you're replacing yours every 3 months, this is the way to go. Because you're getting 2 mats for really, I think, the value of buying one single mat that won't last even a full season. Very true. And I'll tell you, we do have 2 colors. We've got the evergreen, which is the darker one. I think it's very pretty. And then we also have this one, which is called jute, and that's the lighter of the 2. You decide which way you want to go. They're 36 inches long, 20 inches from side to side, and it's a really great size. It's a really great mat. It actually works. It's a customer pick. Would you give the mat that you have right now, would you give that a customer pick rating of 5 stars? Would you? And if you're saying no, the mat I have at home is like one of those, then this one has already outperformed the mat that you have at home, and you haven't even tried it yet. So try it. Get it on FlexPay. $10.15. That's the FlexPay. And look, Peter is just going for it. He went down to Clearwater Beach and stole a lot of sand. Right. Just about. And look, you're putting it all in there. 5 pounds of dirt and debris. I mean, it looks like a magic trick when I do this, but it really does such a great job. It's the depth of that AstroTurf grass, letting that dirt, so that surface is clear, able to continue to wipe your feet, but in allowing that dirt and debris to fall down deep. That's how it does a better job. Keeping the dirt in the mat, not in the house. It's a win.
It is. And
Can't beat it.
I know, I hope if you're looking at this, you're saying, oh, you know what, I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna get it for myself. If you are, maybe you know somebody who has a housewarming and maybe just bought a new home, and you wanna get them something that they wouldn't necessarily think of for themselves.
Right.
And this is one of those that you kind of live and learn after your carpet has been ruined by dirt coming across, or after your hard floors or even your tile has been ruined by, because sometimes there are rocks or stones stuck in the bottom of someone's shoe.
Oh,
and
yeah.
if that gets on your hardwood floor, that scratch has to be buffed out, or you might even have to live with it. This can help with that.
Absolutely. That grit, that can do damage to both the floors, but even that grit and sand that gets into your carpets and it just gets traveled around the house, this is a way to really stop that. You can hear how it does such a much better job. Even if you're not taking the extra time to wipe your feet, this does such a great job. And you're getting to, now, the other thing I want to point out, if you have a double entrance doorway, you put these side by side, they actually look like a single mat. They fit up right next to one another. So if you wanted to put two of them out there in a single doorway, it's a great way to go. But again, think of those areas that you spend most of your time going in and out. So if it's the back door, great. The inside the garage, it's perfect. But this will be the way to keep the dirt out of there. And they're the kids, they don't take that extra time. Those kids did a good job though. But if they don't take the extra time, and certainly our friends with the paws, they walk across this and it really, when do you feel this on your bare feet? It's kind of nice.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a little massage on your feet.
It really is. It really is. And we're showing you in some simple situations and some very extreme situations. And this does the job literally across the board. And so if you are shopping, definitely stay there. We're going to take a quick phone call. We're going to Texas because Karen's giving us a call. Karen, welcome to HSN.
Hi, Karen.
Hi.
Hi.
Thank you.
Great to talk with you. Karen, do you have these doormats yet, or are you just ordering?
I have had them in the past, and I finally saw them again on here, and I jumped on them.
Okay, tell us
They
what
are
was
absolutely wonderful.
Really? Okay, so tell us, what was it? So you saw a big difference in the amount of dirt that didn't come into your house?
Yes, ma'am. I have to tell you a little story.
Okay.
I lived in the panhandle of Texas, and we have 30 to 40 mile an hour winds all the time up there.
All right.
Right.
And
Wow.
the one I had at my front door blew away. But I had two. And I put the other one at my back door, and I could not believe the dirt and sand and garbage that it picked up
Yeah.
to keep from coming into my house.
Yeah.
That's great.
Astronomical. I loved it. And I brought it all the way to East Texas with me. And I had a grand dog in my garage. And my grand dog liked it, but he liked to chew on it. So he chewed it up. So when I saw these this time, I thought, I don't live in the high wind area, and I could put it at my front door and keep all of the little grassy things from coming in my house now
Absolutely.
and ruining my original rug.
Well, Karen, I'm glad that we had this for you. And you're right. And I love that Karen saw the difference that it made, so much that even though she moved, she always remembered them. And we've got them for you. So customer picks, you're getting two of them. You can get the jute color, which is the lighter color.
Great neutral.
Or you can get the evergreen, which is like a green with a lot of black in it. I don't want you to think it's not like a green grass, just kind of green and black in that.
Right.
And you've got flex pay, so $10.15.